said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks about to kick it away and get this season started. Coming out with it, it's Tatum. Nice job by the kickoff team. But he stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. But another broken tackle. And runs through another one. Flying down the left side. The tag. He's now got 78 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started.
The option play stands for exactly what it means. The quarterback has multiple options. He can do multiple things. And defensively, you really have to do a good job of being super sound, understanding your assignment. And they do a good job here, making the quarterback do what he's supposed to.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. They won their first national championship last year, something I know many in the fan base thought would never happen. And now, also for the first time,
wide open on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Reed. By finds his man. It's Tatum. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Hale. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, we mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Makes the grab past the marker. What a cut. Now he's loose. Touchdown, Baylor! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really... Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, they were...
Taken down after the hurdle, but he picked up the first down. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
That's caught. It's Jacobs. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Sproul. Breaks into the open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. On to attempt the try.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Off the boot, looking for his man. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Tight end now in motion. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Reed.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a third down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Reed. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. He's going to fire to the left. Pulls in the deep ball. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll take another shot here. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The snap sets up to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's tailed. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To the air, it's Reed. Got a man, it's Green. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will boot it away to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweak. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Might as well give it to him again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air on second down. Now improvising. He'll get rid of it. And that one's incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. They made sure that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
And the defense aid got him at the 27.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down, using his legs to buy some time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Release to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Reed. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Tatum. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. The Bears are marching down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Steps away. He turns it loose to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it. Touchdown, Baylor! They take the lead with the 6.
If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Send the tight end in motion. They want to run this quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to scramble. Slithers into space. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Gets the 1st himself.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Collier. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Bears want to move quickly. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Touchdown Bears! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for...
He's going for it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Dropping back, it's Reed. They're working that left side.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Reed. Pressure coming. Grab near the marker. It's Tatum. Got enough space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Hill. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Ringo, 29 Philly.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! They move on top here in the 4th.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dances away. He's taking the deep shot. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.